Hello everyone. Hello world. Thank you for coming here to listen to a reading of the melody of the Woodcutter and the King. This story is very close to my heart because I think you all know it is my own story. The story of what appeared to be my own awakening. Now, that happened sometime after World War II, a long time ago, as time goes. And following this experience that is related here, people began to come to visit and to study. And I had nothing written. I had nothing published that they could study. So, out of the demand to have something to read in the evening before the next day's visit, the melody was finally written down, put into print, and was for several years the only written thing that anyone coming here was given to study. And it was the basis for all of our study, because the story related within it was the only thing that I could speak of with absolute authority, because it was my own story, the story I'd lived. Now, the melody has gone through lots of revisions. It's been republished several times. I am now most delighted to have it in the hands of the Seed Center, a group of very, very wonderful people who will perhaps, now that the time is right, help give the melody the wide distribution I feel it's worthy of, because the experience it relates is not an uncommon experience at all. The experience of illumination is common, not uncommon. It happens to all of us in one way or another, though perhaps not recognized. Well, that's beside the point. We're here this morning to read it. And I think there is an advantage in listening to one read his own words, because the written word, while it's impersonal, doesn't always convey everything that the sounded word can. Perhaps the rhythm in the reading will add new meaning to the listening. Perhaps the inflection, or the pauses, or the emphases, all of that can help. I'm sure that you will hear the melody with new depth. I know you will. Now, first of all, it is sort of a mantra. If you had studied Eastern philosophy, you would know what an E-sound mantra is. It is the sound, supposedly, of enlightenment that induces it. But that's a lot of mysterious mumbo-jumbo that isn't important at all. The melody of the woodcutter is a rhythmic and alliterative mantra. And I do know that its message can lift the laden, the world-weary, The world weary, the one who has been seeking truth, it can lift that one from a distorted sense of the world and a distorted sense of identity into a new universe. It's really this universe, an old new universe of peace and all rightness and childlike joy. Well, as you listen, please listen with a tender touch. And don't worry about understanding everything. Because I know this, that the heart hears and understands things that the intellect cannot, will not, and cannot. So listen with your heart. And then watch the way the awareness that is listening begins to grow and expand in the days ahead. Because this is absolutely your heritage, your birthright.